Sister wives Cristin and Janelle Brown give Kody and Robyn advice. As Sister Wives Season 19 continues, Cristin and Janelle Brown are speaking to the press more and more frequently. It's clear the women are absolutely fed up with Kody and Robyn. They're ready to speak out and share more about their experiences. In a new Reddit thread, fans loved reading Janelle and Cristin's points of view. They had some choice words for their ex and his favorite wife. Read on to get the scoop. Cristin and Janelle Brown don't hold back in a new interview. For years, Sister Wives fans have known Robyn Brown is Kody's favorite. For a very long time, the family repeatedly denied there were favorites in the family. But this season, Cristin and Janelle Brown are openly admitting Robyn is the favorite and Kody neglected everyone else. In a new interview, the women have a chance to leave Kody and Robyn with some parting words. And they certainly didn't hold back. Cristin and Janelle Brown sent a fiery message to Kody Brown. "Enjoy your life with Robyn." A Redditor captioned a new thread, sharing a photo of Cristin and Janelle laughing. The caption is a reference to the recent interview the women did where they opened up about the family dynamics. The Sister Wives stars sat down with Smith sisters Liv as part of the Radio Andy network. They revealed many interesting things, including that Cristin thinks Kody is a deadbeat dad. But when the hosts asked if the women had any special message for Kody and Robyn, both Janelle and Cristin agreed they should just enjoy their lives together. Sister Wives fans react to the advice. Redditors have been buzzing about the interview since it came out. Of course, they had no shortage of things to say about the quote. In this thread, they wrote, "She should have said, go on dates. Lol." Cristin telling Kody and Robyn, "You have each other, you deserve each other. I always thought Kody loved pitting his wives against each other to vie for him. Now there's no competition and he doesn't get that ego rush. I'm loving it." Kody and Robyn are exposed for all of their lies and the other wives are moving on to happier lives. Cristin and Janelle Brown sat side by side on the cozy brown leather couch, a comfortable silence between them as they sipped their herbal tea. The sun was setting, casting a golden hue over Flagstaff's vast desert landscape through the large windows. It was peaceful here now, a far cry from the emotional whirlwind that had once engulfed their lives. Both women had moved on, strengthened by their decision to walk away from their plural marriage with Kody. However, the tension between Kody and his remaining wife, Robyn, was still palpable. The knock on the door broke the calm. Cristin raised an eyebrow and exchanged a look with Janelle, who shrugged. They hadn't been expecting company. "Come in," Janelle called out, her voice strong but with a tinge of curiosity. The door creaked open, and in stepped none other than Kody and Robyn, looking more haggard than they had in recent memory. Kody's once flamboyant curls seemed deflated, much like his aura. Robyn's eyes, usually so expressive, carried a weight Cristin hadn't seen before. "Can we talk?" Kody asked, his voice subdued. He was no longer the confident patriarch who had once dictated the family's path. Now he seemed more like a man adrift, searching for direction. Janelle and Cristin glanced at each other, surprised. It wasn't every day Kody sought out advice, especially from the two wives who had left. But there was a vulnerability to him that made it clear this wasn't an ordinary visit. "Of course," Cristin said, her voice calm and measured. "Sit down." Kody and Robyn moved to the other couch, sitting close together but clearly carrying some unseen tension between them. There was an awkward pause, the kind that comes when you're on uncertain ground with people you once shared everything with. "Things aren't great," Kody admitted, running a hand through his hair. He glanced at Robyn, who stared down at her hands, clearly uncomfortable. "We've been struggling, and well, we figured who better to ask than you two. You've found your way out of this and seem happier for it." Cristin took a deep breath, surprised by his honesty. Kody wasn't one to ask for help easily. Janelle, always the pragmatist, jumped in first. "You want our advice?" she asked, leaning forward slightly, her eyes locking onto Kody's. "You're serious?" Kody nodded. "Yes, we need to know what went wrong and how to fix it." Cristin exchanged another glance with Janelle before turning to Robyn. "Robyn, what do you think is happening? You look off." Robyn sighed, her voice barely a whisper when she spoke. "I feel like I'm losing him, Cristin. The way things are, it's like we're drifting apart. The kids sense it too." Cristin felt a pang of empathy for Robyn. She had been in those shoes once, feeling like her world was unraveling. But that was before she realized that walking away had been the key to her finding happiness again. Janelle cleared her throat. Kody, I'll be blunt. You've always spread yourself too thin, trying to please everyone while never fully committing to anyone. You're struggling with Robyn now because you've never learned how to give one person your full attention. Kody's face tightened, but he didn't interrupt. He knew better than to argue with Janelle when she was on a roll. Robyn, Janelle continued, her tone softer, you've been his favorite for a long time, but favoritism is poison in plural families. You two became so entangled in each other that you isolated yourselves, and now you're paying the price. Robyn's lip quivered, but she nodded. She had always known, deep down, that the closeness she and Kody shared had caused resentment among the other wives. But she hadn't realized how much it would cost her in the long run. Cristin shifted in her seat, deciding it was her turn to speak. Kody, when I left, I wasn't just leaving you. I was leaving a system that wasn't working for me anymore. You built this plural marriage, but you never evolved with it. Robyn, you stepped into a family with history, but instead of bridging the gap between us, you deepened it. Kody leaned back, running his hand over his face. So, what do we do now? The question hung in the air, heavy with years of unresolved emotions. Cristin and Janelle exchanged another glance. They had healed from the wounds of their past, but Kody and Robyn's journey was just beginning. I think, Cristin said carefully, that the two of you need to let go of the idea of perfection. It's not about fixing what's broken but learning to live with the imperfections. You two have to rebuild your relationship from the ground up, and that means being honest about your expectations and your disappointments. And, Janelle added, you need to communicate. Really communicate. Not just with each other, but with the kids too. This affects them just as much as it affects you. Kody looked at the two women, his eyes clouded with a mix of gratitude and sadness. I never thought I'd be asking for advice like this, he admitted. Especially from you two. Cristin smiled, a small, genuine smile that carried none of the bitterness from the past. Sometimes, life doesn't turn out the way you plan. But that doesn't mean you can't find a new path. Robyn wiped a tear from her eye, nodding. Thank you, she whispered, her voice shaky but sincere. As Kody and Robyn stood to leave, the air between the four of them felt lighter, the weight of the past lifted just a little. Cristin and Janelle watched them walk out the door, a quiet understanding settling between them. They had given their advice, but it was up to Kody and Robyn to figure out the rest. Once the door closed, Janelle turned to Cristin with a wry smile. Well, that was unexpected. Cristin chuckled, taking a sip of her now lukewarm tea. Life's funny like that. Janelle raised her cup in a mock toast. Here's to moving on. Cristin clinked her cup against Janelle's, both women smiling as the sun finally dipped below the horizon, leaving behind a sky painted with hues of orange and pink, just like the promise of a new beginning.